freaking library, but that is okay. I am here to talk about Stranger Things Season 5, Episodes 1 to 4. So, spoilers ahead. I'm talking about the major events a little bit and the future theories, like theories for the next episodes. So, I'm excited for this episode. I just watched all 4, actually. Shh. I wasn't supposed to, says my parents. But oh well. So first I'm going to talk about episode 1, The Crawl. You know, the major event, the flashback to 1983 showing Will attacked by the Demogorgon and dragged deeper into the Upside Down. And Vecna is there, which is crazy. That shows Vecna is the main mastermind behind all of it for what we know so far. Episode 2, The Vanishing of. From episode 1, we could guess that it was Holly, even at the beginning, because she had to get a new character, and even at the end of the episode, she was being taken, so we kind of guessed that, but chaos did spread because the dimensional breach did worsen. We don't know what's going to happen or why he needs all these people, so yeah. Sorry, I am typing stuff right now. Sorry. Episode because I typed something, it's changing everything I just wrote. I'm using a weird online thing. Okay, the Turnbow trap. That's difficult to say. Major events that happened in it was Hawkins becomes very unsafe. Characters prepare traps and defensive plans to protect the Turnbow family, specifically that Turnbow kid. I forget his name. I don't even like him. Alliances form, but the military starts to crumble a little bit. The last episode, The Sorcerer, which crazy things happen. The military base raid reveals the prisoner isn't Vecna, but it's number 8, which is 11's sister. The Mind Realm also is introduced. I'm calling it that because that's where Max is trapped. Well, in a coma, along with Holly. Holly's trapped there too. Holly Wheeler and Max Mayfield connect inside of that dream world. Saying dream world because it's made of memory, so memory world. So that is pretty cool. I wasn't expecting that. I'm not sure how much I like it. It's almost like a Dreamwalker thing. Now, let's get into the theories for specifically the major characters. I have done a decent amount of research. And then there's also some about the captured children of what Vecna is going to do with them, from what I've gathered. So let's start out with 11. The first theory says 11 may or may not regain or surpass her peak powers. It's a little bit confusing, but my guess is what that's trying to say is that she surpasses what she's already done and she gets way better, which I'm guessing she will. She could enter a coma to battle Vecna mentally. I was not expecting that. For a coma, when I saw this one first, I was surprised a lot because she can just do it by entering like a deprivation tank, a bath. So I don't know why they said a coma, but maybe it's because of Max. Maybe that's what they thought was foreshadowing. And then the last one for this one is she could potentially sacrifice to seal the Upside Down for good and basically kill Vecna and stuff like that, which is possible. That is highly possible. We've had a feeling from the beginning, most people have, that Stranger Things Season 5, 11 was going to die. as a sacrifice. We don't know that. Next, Will Byers. He could deepen his connection to the Upside Down, which is basically what just happened. He may unlock psychic or empathic powers. I can't read that word very well, which he did. So those theories are true. And then a possible role as a bridge or guardian between realms. We don't know if that's true yet. Right now, he is kind of a guardian. I gathered these theories before I watched it to see which ones were true. So some of them may be true, but those are pretty good theories, and 2 of them are already true. So keep on thinking, people. Max Mayfield. I feel like she is going to return, but one of the people said that she will return from the coma, changed or mentally scarred, which is very possible. I mean, Billy died. She was basically killed. She was blinded. She was broken. And I don't know why Max can see and walk and stuff in that mental scape. Maybe it's because it's memories and she could walk back then. But those are some things to think about. That she may be partially influenced by Vecna because of what Vecna did to her. And since she was in his scape for so long, his memories for so long. And I don't know, but it is highly possible. The story may revolve around saving her mind or soul in the end to save others, which is not impossible, but it's unlikely due to the fact that Vecna, Will's already there to defeat Vecna. Will has powers, El has powers. Will's powers are very similar to El's. Or not El's, sorry, Vecna's. It's very, very, very similar. And I just see a truck driving by. I set up like a security camera system. I don't know why. So it's possible, but unlikely. Mike Wheeler, an emotional anchor for Eleven and Will, which is kind of happening right now, mostly for 11, but somewhat Will as well. They have to stay around each other. They'll figure it out eventually. Mike Wheeler may help trigger Will's powers, which he kind of does, but from what we know so far, probably not. But also, yes, at the same time. So I'll leave that up to you. Let me know in the comments if you've made it this far, and tell me your theories, by the way, because I would like to review them. Mike Wheeler could lead the human resistance during the final battle, which is 100% possible. But I'd say they'd help. That El would help during the final battle. But Mike will probably help lead the human resistance because El is psychopathic, and I feel as if people, like other people, have these powers that they don't know about from the Upside Down being exposed to the world. So I have a feeling that they will team up together with El and the human people and fight. I don't know, that's just a theory by me, but it's a thought. Dustin. Dustin is one of my favorite characters, in my opinion, my eyes. He is similar to me. Like, for example, he will rebel even if he almost dies doing it. He will do anything to go against bullies, specifically to him, but sometimes other people. He keeps mysterious pets. He is the brains. He's the strategic brain and trap architect. That was one of the theories, by the way, that he was the trap architect, and he kind of was. I'm going to jump into the main theories, though. I already just covered this strategic brain and trap architect. That was a pretty good theory, and I feel like it's true. So far, from what we know, he has made most of the traps and stuff. He might decode the coma or its rules of the coma that Max is in, because Max's coma was made from basically coming back to life somehow. I don't know how she brought her back to life with her powers, yes. Did she like make her heart keep pumping, something like that? I don't know. She could face emotional closure involving, or not. Yeah, yeah. He could and face emotional closure involving Eddie. I don't know why I just lost my brain there. And he already has. That's the main revolution here with him in the school and all the other people, that he is going against it and following up with the Hellfire Club, keeping it going, even though they think it's a satanic cult, which is brave of him. That is something I'd be able to do. It would be difficult, though. He does it flawlessly. I would not be able to do it as flawlessly as him. Next, Lucas Sinclair. Some theories is that he's Max's protector physically and emotionally, that he keeps her emotionally going and physically keeping her alive so that one day she can come back from a coma, which I'm guessing from the trailer for season 5, like the whole of season 5. In the trailer, we saw him holding Max with one of the radio box tape things. I don't know what they're called. It's more of a radio with a tape player in it. And it's handheld, so he can carry it, keep her running towards the exit in her mind while she can stay alive physically from the Demogorgons. So that seems pretty correct. Lucas Sinclair will be tested if Max returns corrupted. If Max does return corrupted, I'm guessing she won't, because of in the Mindscape area, the Memoryscape, that she won't be corrupted. But if she does, Lucas may have to kill her depending on how it is. And that would suck. I really want Max to stay alive. She is a good character. But most characters right now are expendable. Basically all of them are. Except Will. Will can't die because he's the main focal point of this all. Next, theory is that Lucas Sinclair has a potential heroic moment involving dream realm danger. That he may go into the dream realm and protect Max, I'm guessing that means. Which isn't impossible, but like the others, or like one other, it's highly unlikely. But it's still possible. Where he could play the music even outside of the dream realm. And that could help save her. Who knows? And also Holly. We can't forget about Holly. Okay, we got Hopper. Tactical and combat lead, which he kind of is doing, but only with like a solo army. So it isn't that big of an army. It's a possible thing. He is a great leader, just not the best dad, but he's still a good dad. Next is Hopper will be the first to confront major physical threats. And he already is. He devoted himself to going first. He only let Elle go first once because that was the only real way in. Another theory is that Hopper could face serious arc to protect Evelyn. 11. He could face sacrifice and death and all that stuff. Some other theories about this is that he could go into a coma, save Max, which Max will save 11 somehow because she will have powers. I was actually expecting Max to have powers and not Will. I was just expecting Will to have foresight into the Upside Down. But who knows? Maybe they both will. Next, we're moving off to Joyce Byers. Joyce will have emotional stabilizer of the core group, which is possible, highly possible. I'm going to go check on something real fast. I hear a dog. I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I'm going to reread that one because I forgot what I was in the middle of. Joyce will be the emotional stabilizer of the core group, like Dustin Henderson, Will Byers, Mike Wheeler, maybe even possibly Karen Wheeler and Ted. Because the state that they were left in is sad. If Karen dies or Ted dies, that would be terrible. That would be the first time I'd cry in a show or movie. But who knows? Hopefully these theories are correct. If they're not, that would just leave to more mystery. Joyce may uncover the truth about psychic experiments and Will's connection. That is unlikely because she's more of a protector than a finder. Sure, she found him and she knew that he was still alive. She knew that he was in the Upside Down. But that's unlikely. But it's not highly unlikely. Joyce may uncover and I already read that one. I jotted this down. Joyce could guide Will through mental or physical conflict, which she already has. She's gotten him into shape. Just she's a little bit too on edge and too protective. She needs to let him do some things. Sure, there are a lot of theories that Will die. My guess is that William Byers will die. But now that he's such a main point in the story, he may not. That changed my perspective on this. Next would be Nancy Wheeler. I know most people were waiting for Steve Harrington. He's last. I saved that for last. Anyways, Nancy Wheeler. She will be the investigation and planning leader. She is good at making plans, just only last second, which is very good, and she is good at investigating. I would say Elle is better at investigating, like Hopper and maybe even Dustin, but they lean more towards her. I know I'm saying but a lot. There's a lot of buts in this. Nancy Wheeler may uncover the origin of the Upside Down or Vecna's evolution. She is very into figuring this out. She would be a very key role to do this. She would be the perfect person to figure out the origin of the Upside Down or how Vecna evolutionized. The play reveals a lot. I haven't watched the play, but I know it reveals a lot. So no spoilers about the play. I'm going to watch it eventually. Next, Nancy Wheeler is likely playing a major part in the final assault on Vecna. She already played a major event at the end of season 4 after Max basically died. And they knocked Vecna out the window and almost killed him. He was on fire. She shot him. She made up most of the stuff as they went, but they did it as a team still. And then Steve Harrington, I know. Steve Douchebag Harrington, which is what he's called, or Steve the Hair Harrington. I prefer Steve the Hair Harrington, but there are many names. I don't know why my chair is squeaking. I'm going to move it. Okay, he will be the defender of the younger characters, which he already is. So, good job, theory people. Next, Steve Harrington may be placed in high-risk situations. He already has been, so good job, people. Steve Harrington could potentially be a tragic hero, like a sad hero, and he could die. Fan feared theory, like everyone fears that he will die, which I don't as much. It would be sad if he died, but I have a feeling they're going to keep him alive. If he does die, I am going to be sad, though. Same with Nancy. Nancy is a good base character that if I were the Duffer Brothers, I wouldn't want to get rid of her. There's some characters that I wouldn't want to get rid of at all. But that is very possible that he could be a tragic hero because he has been a hero in the past. Now, captured children theories. Okay, what may happen with them? First, someone said children taken by Vecna or coma-linked forces may be held in a mind prison similar to Max's state in episode 3 and 4. I believe that they will be, because of what we've already seen of the kids being trapped with the same thing Will had on his mouth, basically keeping them alive. And Holly's in the same state as them. Just Max isn't a little bit different. Maybe that's why she can escape through memories and not be trapped in one specific one. And then something else is they could become psychic batteries powering a larger creature or dimensional event, which that was actually one of my theories. Like, for example, the Hydra, that was kind of foreshadowed in Will's picture with all of them fighting against the Hydra in the end. And from season 1, people think that the fireball will be the final move that takes out Vecna, due to the very beginning when they cast a fireball and then Will loses and then he's taken by the Demogorgon, and then in the future when he casts fireball he makes it. Next, some may be transformed into hosts or vessels similar to Will's season 2 possession, which I'd say is very likely because of their state, and they may be needing time to be found, and then eventually Vecna will let them be found, because Will was kind of let to be found. Don't know why, but probably so that he could spy. Next, the military may attempt to use them as leverage, leading to the conflict between factions. That is unlikely that the children that were captured will be used like that, because they could be found. Maybe the military's doing this to them. But who knows? I don't know. That one I don't have a lot to talk about. Next, rescues will likely require entering the coma, risking corruption. I can't say much on that one because I don't know much about that, but my guess is that won't happen. Because then they'd have to be taken out. But that's okay. It's a decent theory, just it's unlikely. Next, at least one child may return altered, similar to Max, setting up emotional stakes and moral dilemmas. I'm going to leave that one up to you. I am not going to say much about that because that's more of your theories. Lastly, the overall season theories based on the first 4 episodes. Will become Psychic Guardian and Bridge Between Worlds, which was already reviewed a little bit at the beginning. Like I said, that is possible, just unlikely. Next, the true final enemy will be beyond Vecna, possibly the Mind Flayer, because Mind Flayer doesn't even remember its origin, according to Dungeons and Dragons, which is a highly possible idea. Next, Max returns with trauma or corruption, which I already talked about. Next, time and memory distortion may allow the group to rewrite or reverse damage. I would say that's possible, but by the Duffer Brothers, from what I have heard from them through YouTube and stuff, that is unlikely, but hugely possible. Lastly, bittersweet ending, which is guessed, because there will be deaths, there will be sacrifices, and there will be major consequences. Specifically power consequences. I don't know about that, but there will be major consequences. And that's all I have for today. If you did enjoy it, please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, and let me know some of your theories so I can review them if you listen. Bye, y'all, and stay questioning and stay theoretic about Stranger Things Season 5 and events that may happen.